Ooh, that's a good one.
All right, I can ask that.
Hello.
I don't think it's possible, but yeah.
I would take it for you.
Okay. Honestly, if we vibe, we vibe. Like, I think that's it. Like, at the end of the day, like, I always say, like, I wouldn't date someone, like, for example, like, on a dating app. But, like, you know what? All of my boyfriends have been people I was friends with before.
Wait, boyfriends?
Yeah, like,
With an S?
yeah, like within my years, like, for example, like high school, I in my early year I had one, like, for 2 years, then I had another one.
Yeah.
And then
another
like,
one.
when I graduated, that was the guy for 3 years. So he used to be my friend, and he was really nice to me. He showed me that he had good qualities, and then, you know, I gave him a chance. That's it. That's all you gotta do. You give a good guy a chance, and you'll be a lot happier.
How long did you have to sit there in the friend zone?
Not that long, actually.
How long?
Like solidly. Like, when he asked me out the first time, I think like 2-3 months. I want to say.
You had to wait 2 to 3 months.
Like, of us hanging out, getting to know each other, like really, like him putting in effort to court me. Like, that's the word, right?
Did he
like,
smash in between there or
no? No, absolutely not.
Did he smash ever?
Yes.
Okay.
2 months later.
Like, when he became my boyfriend, yes.
Okay.
So he had to put in all that work.
Yeah, because you need to be my man. Otherwise, I will not have sex with you.
When he could have just taken that time and resources and either built up a business or gone with another girl that showed interest in him.
And you know what? He took that chance, and I think it's going really well for him.
So you think a 6'3" guy,
6'2",
6'2" guy, that's on his way, has ambition, then if nobody else while he's dating you?
I like to think so, yes.
See, you say like to think so, or do you know so?
I know so, but
Okay.
for the sake of this podcast, because, you know, we're all about the truth and, like, that realistic point of view,
Yes.
I would like to say, I think, like, I'd like to think, because I want to be proper for you guys. Like, you know, I don't want to misspeak.
Okay, you are delusional, but go ahead.
I am.
I think when you
Yeah,
just
you are.
flow, you just flow with someone, you know? You just know. It's like you're friends, but when things are going to another level, even if you start sleeping with each other, be casual, you know when you became a couple. I think you kind of feel it, you know? You do different things with each other. You kind of go... If someone brings you to his friends and, like, you know, introducing you, oh, this is my girl, it kind of goes like...
So you're saying by actions and time you can tell?
Yeah, absolutely actions. It's another level, I think.
That's not the question.
Yeah, because if he's a friend, he could just say, hey, there's my friend. What's your name again?
My name?
Yeah.
The
Magdalena.
question is, what does it take to get out of the friend zone as a guy with you? That's the question.
What does it take? I mean, it's like 2-3 months of, like, hanging out, right? Like,
Okay.
just...
So he has to hang out with you for 2 to 3 months platonically.
Yeah.
What the?
Right?
Are you serious?
I mean, the friend zone, like, I don't understand. You just hang out with someone, you get to know your friends, and then what it takes to take the friend zone out of this and move to another level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just feel when you go with the flow, you just feel this. I don't know.
So do you think a guy that's in the top 1% that makes that kind of money and has status and has women going
I'm
after
not
him?
talking about the money now. Come on.
But that's what you
I'm
want.
not going. That's not what. It's just we just.
The
use it
bare
as-
minimum for you is 300,000.
Well, okay, all my friends make this. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you want a guy that makes money.
Yes, so much.
Okay, so if a guy makes that kind of money, he's in the top 1% we showed earlier. Do you think he's really going to sit there and wait 3 months in the friend zone for you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
would like
some
to-
guys who are, you know,
will
imps who
see.
make money would definitely do that shit, man.
I don't really do friend
Just a fuck,
zone. I
though.
feel like
Yeah, that's my point.
if you go on
Yeah,
a
like,
date
just
and you
fuck,
just
yeah.
kind of like someone and someone likes you, there's no friend zone. You go to a level of
I mean,
start
they'll see
dating,
her like
seeing each
once or
other.
twice a month, and then
So
No, I don't do the friend zone. Like if I go on a date, I just go on a date and we know that we like each other and we keep dating each
so
other.
why should you wait 3 months if you don't do the friend zone thing?
I mean, I used to do it when I was younger, you know. I
that
don't
was
do
like
this.
20 years ago.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, bro.
Okay.
Before social media.
You know, if you
man.
just like gross talk, bro, like it's just like, you know, I hope you guys are learning something because I'm fucking, my head hurts. Like, but I hope you guys are learning something. The contradictions, all this other stuff, it's fine.
Hey,
like,
Myron,
this is one of a more educational episode for y'all ninjas, man.
Okay.
Take it out,
Next.
though.
What about you? The question is, how does a guy get out the friend zone? To get with you.
Yeah. To fuck.
Like Mm. Okay, English is my second language.
Yeah.
You have to.
So a guy
Okay.
that is your friend wants to
Okay.
get with you.
Okay.
How would he get out of the friend zone to get?
But I like him.
She was speaking
Or
perfect
no?
English all
You don't like him.
Okay, so.
He's just a
What?
friend.
Oh, okay. So no, I won't
No.
like.
So he can never get out of the friend zone. He can never become your lover. As a friend.
Like
Lovers and friends.
will be difficult. If
Yeah.
I don't like him, why is you know?
Okay, so no for you. Never.
All right, what about you? What does
Maybe
it take to
after
get?
my feelings change, right? But if my feeling doesn't change, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so never. All right. What about you?
All right.
I think if a woman puts a man in the friend zone, I don't think there's anything he can do to get out of the friend zone unless something drastic happens, like he gets really fit, his whole appearance changes, he gets his money up, maybe.
Okay, W Asian.
But
Let's go.
otherwise, I think it's gonna be impossible
Konnichiwa.
to get out of the friend
That's
zone. as a
Japanese,
guy.
Chris.
Same thing, man.
All right, what
Okay.
about you?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Unless I secretly like you and I'm just being your friend because I like you, I don't see any way you could get out the friend zone. Because when I have guys who are friends, I see you as friends. I don't think about having sex. I don't think because that makes me uncomfortable.
So there's nothing they can do.
Pretty much no. Not
What about
unless I
you?
like
Look, is there anything they can do?
I honestly don't have platonic relationships with men
Why not?
because I believe that men and women can't really be genuine friends without ever being either sexual tension or on one side or the other, or like major like heartbreak or disappointment.
Okay. I guess my next question is, if you were a man, would you ever allow a woman to friend zone you, or would you just stop talking to her altogether?
No, I would not hang around. I would, unless I want to be her friend. But I don't think men want to be women's friends. They see, like,
So what would your answer be then?
if
If
I
you knew that she was only going to friend zone you and never give you a romantic opportunity, would you even talk to her anymore?
no, because I'm not there to be exploited.
Interesting. What about you? If you were a guy, would you ever stay in the friend zone of a girl?
If I didn't have feelings for her and I genuinely liked her as a person, then yes.
Yeah, but let's say you want something more. Would you actually stay in the friend zone, or would you move on to something else?
I would move on then.
You would leave?
Yeah.
Interesting. What about you?
If you're a guy and you stay in the friend zone, you're essentially like disrespecting yourself. You probably have
Okay.
to move on for that.
All
like
right, so
once
you would
you're
leave.
put in that zone, yeah.
If you
have
were a
to
guy,
leave.
you would leave.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do, Poland, if you were in the friend zone with a girl? Would you just stay there, or would you leave?
Leave.
Why would you leave?
I will not want to waste my time.
That's smart.
I'm 38.
Okay. What about you?
When I was younger, I would stay, but now I don't have time to have a friend and become boyfriend. I don't have
No,
time
I'm saying
for
if
this.
you're a man, would you stay?
No, I would leave.
Not a woman. Okay.
Yeah,
You would leave. Why would you leave?
because I would not waste my time, and I truly believe that if
So would you
things
say
are
being friends with a woman is a waste of time?
no, if you want to go to another level, that's what you mean, right? Or just a friendship. I mean, we're talking about become something else, right? At some point, like have a hope, right?
Yeah.
Hope.
No, I would not waste my time.
You wouldn't?
No,
Okay. So being friends with a woman is a waste of time too.
I truly believe that if people are into each other, they go to another level right away. My age now, I do have guy friends, but that's nothing romantic, and I know this is not gonna move
So
forward.
they're wasting their time.
No, I know them for a very long time. It's like my family, but I would not waste my time if I would be a gay guy for a woman to wait for her. I would not.
So it's only wasting time if you're the guy, not them wasting their time being friends with you.
But the two different. No, you're just saying two different things. If you're talking about to turn into a relationship, and then you have a friends
I
you
see
have
what you
known
did
for
there.
20
what I did there?
years, who's married, and it's another level.
Can't
But
answer it straight.
okay, my answer is no. I would walk away.
Okay.
No, we got that. But okay.
Incredible.
What about you?
If a woman is honest about how she feels and it's not a positive thing, I would walk away.
Yeah,
Same
okay.
So all of you would walk away.
Just
Seems.
like I would if a man was honest with me and I didn't agree.
Would it be fair to say that women friendships are useless then?
Ooh.
No,
Start here.
absolutely not.
But you would leave.
Friendship, like in what sense? Like, are you friends with this person strictly because you want to fuck, or like, are you friends with this person for companionship and like to spend time in a non-sexual way? Like, is it only based sexually?
I mean, whatever value you think you can extract from it, but if you're a
Right.
dude,
So if it
well,
if it's
what value are you gonna get?
knowledge, like I'm giving
What knowledge?
this chat
What knowledge
that
have you given
I'm
the chat
retracting,
then,
that
since
I'm
you're using
that
your
I'm
example?
retracting this knowledge. Because me and chat are friends. Yeah, me and chat are friends. So
But I'm asking you, what value would you get in a friendship relationship with a woman if you were
good
the guy?
memories, honestly. Like if I'm not thinking
Good
about
memories?
if I'm not thinking about sex, bro, like I'm gonna spend good time with these people.
What good memories would you get?
Like how we're doing here, you know, we're all friends and like, you know, this is not sexual and like we're making good memories. That is a transaction that we're getting. Like you're getting content, you know, I'm getting good memories and it's not sexual.
The only thing memorable about this is the headache that I have. But other than that,
I'm so sorry.
but yeah, okay. What about you?
I do have a lot of girlfriends. I prefer having girlfriends. I have few guy friends, but I truly believe they're.
No, I'm
it's
asking
hard.
you, if you were a guy, do you
Oh.
think female friendships are useless?
Some of them they can get laid. Some guy friends, so not exactly useless.
Yeah, but assuming that there isn't a sexual relationship, because like you said before, if there wasn't any
No,
sex,
they're
you would
not
leave.
useless. They can have some maybe advices, but it's hard to keep it like
What
friendship.
advice would they give? that would
About
benefit a
women,
guy?
about other women, you know,
Girlfriends,
like they
like-
can ask,
So you
like,
think
hey,
advice for
exactly.
women would be what it is?
yeah, I think they can ask, like, hey, what do you think about this situation? I met this girl, this and that. How can I surprise her? How can I take it? Where to go for
Who do
dinner?
you think is better advice on women? Women or other men that are good with women? Who do you think gives better advice?
Men, because they're logical.
Okay, so why would he go to a woman then for advice if men are better?
Because some guys are just pussy and they need a woman to ask some questions. But most likely, guys are logical. They're gonna tell you the truth. If I ask my guy friend, hey, why this guy's not texting me back because he doesn't really care as much, you guys very logical. We're delusional.
Yeah.
We think like, oh, he's busy. No, nobody's busy for that. So I like to hear advices from guys because they put me in a place of being more realistic, you know, not delusional. And we are delusional as a women because we want to believe what we want to believe into, you know.
All right. Okay, what about you? Do you think having female friends as a guy is pointless?
It depends of the situation, right?
Okay.
So if the woman, like if the guy have intention for a woman and she doesn't have it, and she doesn't have good intentions for him,
Mm-hmm.
it's waste of time. Like
Okay. Why is it a waste of time?
one person give the energy and the second one doesn't, you just stuck in the situation.
All right. What about you? Do you think female friendships for a man are useless?
I think for the most part they're kind of pointless because based off like observation, I feel like most of the guys that wanted to be quote unquote friends with me were just kind of like attracted to me. I feel like they wanted something more.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the only or one of the ways a man can really derive a value from a female connection is perhaps like through work. If they're working with a colleague or working with someone else and that brings value to their business, for instance, or their career. But then in purely platonic friendship, like outside of work, I think it's pretty pointless because I feel that most men are probably only associating with women they find attractive. I don't think a man would want to hang out with a woman outside during his free time if he finds the woman unattractive.
I've seen that before. Depends, I guess.
You've seen what before?
Oh, well, yeah, when a girlfriend is not attractive, but they have a very great friendship. I mean, sometimes it's easier because, you know, he's not going to be into, like, sleeping with her. It's going to be more, like, really, you know.
But they don't work together or something like that?
No.
You're just friends with her?
Yeah, I know people like that. I mean, I'm just saying what I know, what I see. It really depends.
Do you think that's common?
No, it's not common. Do you have girlfriends, like friends?
What do you think?
I don't know. It's kind of
Like, it's hard
tough.
to tell.
I would be scared of you.
What do you think? You go to your Rumble, Chris. I mean, Mo.
I don't think you have girlfriends
Why do you think I don't have girlfriends?
because you're just too raw.
You think I'm rough?
Uh-huh. And I don't know. I mean, if
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you have a very strong personality, and not many women probably can handle that.
I think most women are stupid, if I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I don't have female friends.
I knew it.
I think most of you guys are literally brain dead retards. Not all, but a majority are. And I don't blame you guys for it. I mean, if I was a female and I had a bunch of guys giving me attention and money and resources, and I was always around the top tier guys all the time, and they offered me dates and everything else like that, I would not feel the need to improve myself or become smarter or learn things or whatever, because life is on easy mode, so I wouldn't care to improve. And I genuinely believe that if women aren't with you in a sexual relationship, they're effectively most of the time useless, because men and women are very different. We provide different experiences to each other, and I don't think women are in a position to give men any real advice most of the time. Now, you gave the one example of like maybe their colleagues, maybe she can help him in that regard. That's fine. I could see that perspective. But in general, in most of the situations, if they don't have some kind of work interests aligned, most of the time being friends with women is pointless if it's not sexual, because women don't offer men much value outside of a relationship. So that's my opinion.
Misogyny.
I don't believe in being friends with women.
Unless it's for validation.
Misogyny.
Let's say, for example, a woman.
Validation?
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
let's say, for example, you find a woman attractive and she friend zones you, but you keep her around because she's attractive, even though you know that you don't have a chance. If you take out for dinner, other guys are gonna see her with you, and that boosts you. Like that makes you look better among your peers.
If I'm an attractive man, why would I go get her when I can go get another girl instead?
I'm just gonna say this was just one example. So you could have her, you could have another friend, so you could have many around. But that's what I'm saying.
That's a waste of my time. No. So here's the difference between men and women. We don't date you guys for validation like you guys date men for validation.
I think men seek peer validation from other men.
Yeah.
They want to look successful to other
But there's
men.
other ways to get that validation from other men besides women. You could do it through your competence. You could do it through your accolades. You could do it through your physical stature. For you guys.
And women. And women.
That is one.
The man who has the most women, like if he can pull the most women, he's gonna look more successful to his peers.
That's
so
true.
I get what you're saying.
If one woman rejects you, you're gonna take that as but because she's like desirable to many, right? Because you
Okay.
went after her because she's desirable, but you want to keep her around because other people
So
will
by your
see
own
you
logic,
with her.
if I can attract multiple women, why am I going to stay with one that's friend zoned?
Because maybe she is the one that represents what you can't have. So you can have her around so others can see that, oh, you were able to pull her. And it doesn't have to be true, but it's just like a fake it till you
Men
make it kind of
lie.
thing.
People can tell that it's not real though.
No, not really.
Like
not
how they
sometimes.
touch you, how they interact with you, they
Yeah.
can tell.
Not always. Not
Yeah.
always.
See,
Like, let's say, for example,
okay.
you host a
So
party,
look,
right?
women need validation from men, and I'll prove this to you. Girls will go on a date with a man they don't like for dinner.
That's fucked.
I would never
Okay.
do this.
That's really
No
fucked
way.
up. I'm sorry. Like,
I would never
that's
do
not
this.
right.
Okay, but you say
Girls will go out
But
with a
men-
man that they don't like.
Some of them.
But that's a lie. Like you're lying to
A
someone.
majority of women will absolutely or have been on a date with a man that they don't like.
Facts.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, men are not going to go on a date with a girl that they don't like.
Facts.
Does that make
Correct.
sense?
Correct.
So it's the women that date for validation and attention.
Facts.
We don't need validation and attention. We want intimacy. Okay? We understand that we need the validation to get to the intimacy, right? But for men, we don't yearn on validation like women do. You guys need the validation because your whole existence is centered around attracting men. And if you don't believe me, you have a business
Misogyny.
on it. You have a job on it.
Yep.
You got a guy right now, you're trying to figure it out. You as well. You do lashes, right? You do aesthetics. So a bunch of you guys are involved in an industry that is for beauty for women. Why is that? Because women's currency is their beauty.
We also do male app.
I have a passion. for
Okay,
them.
but dude, come on, man. Let's be realistic. If I told you, okay, you got to rely on only your male clients, you guys will go out of business tomorrow. Stop.
What about all the
So
men that are
it's the women that are predominant consumers of increasing their beauty, right? So women need the validation from men.
But men need validation too. That's why they have expensive cars. That's why they have
Yeah,
expensive
but in
watches.
different ways.
Yes,
But it's still
from
validation.
their peers, not from women.
But we get our validation through our competence, not through our beauty like you guys.
no, but also through pulling more women.
But you must have competence. Okay, when I see a man with a bunch of women, I know he's done something correct.
Facts.
Whether he has money, he has status, he has charm, etc. He's doing something correct. But when I see a woman with a man, she didn't have to do shit. She just exists. Be pretty, and get a guy.
Also, yeah.
Pussy?
It's
Maybe,
easier.
well,
Women don't need any skill
Easier.
sets to attract men, but men need a lot of skill sets to attract women.
He has a
but what if he
point.
doesn't
No,
have
he
the
has a
skill
point.
sets? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keeping the woman around as a friend could like project that image that he can pull a woman. That's why I say it would be beneficial to him to pretend.
Girls know,
The
man.
only guys that sit in the friend zone with women are typically men of lower status that don't
That's
have
why
options.
I'm saying for
Simps.
them it's beneficial to have women around because
It's a waste of time.
They can otherwise not pull
It's a
women.
waste of time. They can go ahead and take that time and use it to either make more money.
But they won't.
Well, that's
So-
why they're stuck where they're at.
That's why they
So
are.
you proved what I'm trying to say. Being friends with women is absolutely
Yeah,
pointless.
they're beta
That's
simps.
what I said too in the beginning. I said in the beginning that I don't see the point in being friends with men. Like that was my point as well.
You're giving an
What I'm
example of
saying-
validation.
What I'm saying is men like the validation
You're arguing
they
against
get.
your own point.
No, no, no. I'm just saying men like the validation they get from other men when they're seen around
But it can be
multiple
achieved
women.
through multiple ways.
Through multiple ways, but one
we
of those
don't
ways
have
is
to.
having
we-
women.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
But unlike you guys, we can get validation through other ways. Women, on the other hand, you guys only get validation from men.
That's not true. That's not true.
No one gives a fuck if you're a female when a woman compliments you. You only care if an attractive
Oh my God,
man
that's not true.
compliments you because you guys lie to each other all
No,
day.
women prefer an honest compliment from other girls because we know it's genuine. Like when
It is never genuine.
Women don't get
Yeah,
BBLs
women-
No.
and surgeries and cut
No.
themselves open for other women to say, "Oh, you look great." They do it to attract the highest status men that they can.
That's not
because
true.
your beauty is your currency, which leads to the validation from men. For women, your only validation comes from your looks. No one gives a fuck about your money. No one gives a fuck about your brain. No one gives a fuck about your success. You even admitted this earlier. No one cares about female success. They only care about female beauty. On the other hand, with men, we could be complimented on our mind, our status, our income, or, if we got all that in check, the women that we're able to attract from our competence. So men can get validation in multiple ways. Women only get validation one way.
So you're saying that all the female leaders in the world are beauty queens somehow?
I never said that.
Like that's you say that women only get validation through their beauty. So all the women who have had a platform had to be beautiful to be heard.
No, what I'm saying is that when it
But
comes
you
to
said-
when I'm saying when it comes to intersexual dynamics, when it comes to attracting a male, which is the most important thing for a woman to do, by the way, her status and her income and her stature does not matter. All these female leaders that you're talking about, if they got impeached tomorrow, their man wouldn't leave their side because they were with her for other reasons outside of her status or her political, stature.
I mean, isn't Oprah?
But on the
simple?
other hand, if a man loses status and income, etc., there's a high likelihood his woman will leave him.
Men are
The
starting
same
to
way
care,
men
though.
leave when a woman gives birth to his children and loses her figure.
Okay, well, that proves my point. That a woman's beauty is her main commodity, not her status.
But it shouldn't be that way.
Don't be
It
fat.
shouldn't-
Shouldn't be, couldn't
Okay,
be.
who cares about should and could? Well, I think women should date guys that are 5'3", but you guys fucking don't.
Fucking
I think
talk
women
shit,
should date
bitch.
guys
They're
that are more
guys-
average. I think women should date guys that are
Come on,
nice
man.
and good. But guess what? It doesn't fucking work that way. She admitted that earlier. Most girls don't like guys that are nice. They want guys that are assholes. They go on guys that are tall. They want guys that make money. Should and could and would aren't what it is. I operate on what is. So, yeah, women's beauty matters a lot more than her accolades.